different types of spreads are not important at all. No, I think mainly what you're going to see on the test is vertical or price spreads. And then from there, credit or debit, exercise or expire, widen or narrow, gain, loss, break even, bullish or bearish. I don't think they'll get into horizontal spreads or calendar spreads or diagonal spreads. Depends on your draw. But if you told me that you missed the mark on 7 because you couldn't distinguish between price spreads, calendar spreads, and diagonal spreads, I would say, I don't believe that. Now, what I would say is you can fumble your way to an answer because, it is what it is, right? Time spreads would be different expirations. Diagonal would be different strikes and different expirations. Everything's different. And then the mantra I would tell you that's very important in spreads is lower, higher, longer. Repeat after me. Lower, higher, longer. Lower strike call contracts always have greater premiums. Lower, higher, longer. Higher strike put contracts always have greater premiums. Lower, higher, longer. Longer term option contracts always have greater premiums. I think one of the most difficult questions you get are not identifying the spread as diagonal, price, or time, but rather identifying the spread when it's missing premiums, where they give you a spread and they don't tell you what the premiums are. And then they ask you to determine debit or credit. That's where that mantra, I think, can come in handy. Your thoughts, Brian, on identifying different types of spreads?
There may be a horizontal or time spread question on the Series 7, depending upon your draw.
Yeah.
But absolutely, there's always a question as well on spreads without premiums and whether it's a credit or debit, and then corresponding to that, whether it's bullish or bearish.
Right on. And remember, Noah, there, the larger premium dominates, right? So the lower strike call is dominant, the higher strike put is dominant. Whatever you're doing in that option is going to be dominant, right? So if I'm long the lower strike down the call spread, that's going to be dominant. And the longer term option would be dominant to determine Brian's point about bullish or bearish. That really determines what sandbox you're in, so to speak. Brian, I use the matrix. I think, what do you call it? The beauty,
the aerobics diagram.
Yeah. But both of us, you would want to find out what box you're in, what sandbox you're in, and that's helpful. Another memory aid device, Noah, is SOTA. SOTA, same option, different action. So in identifying spreads, it's SOTA, same option, call, different action, buy, sell.